Before I start this vlog, I want to shout out to Sam Cray, who goes by the name KO. He sent me a $20 donation. Thank you. I appreciate that. Gotta put a few items back. I think this, yeah, this goes right here. It's my second day. Working at Family Dollar has been an interesting experience for me because I feel like I'm supposed to be like this viral person, especially locally, but I'm starting to be under the impression that really nobody knows who I am. Obviously, millions of people know about my videos because I receive tens of millions of views across the internet, but as far as me, nobody knows who I am, at least compared to the amount of views that I've had. And I'm not sure how to feel about that. Like, that's a good thing because it allows me to go back into society and, you know, work regular jobs and not really get recognized, where that could become a problem because I'm infamous for the controversy that I created. But then at the same time, it's like, if nobody knows who I am, then what was the purpose of me even doing all of that? Because the whole idea was to try to become famous so I can monetize that fame. So, I don't know. It's like I'm glad people don't know who I am, but then it just feels like the chances that I took were kind of pointless because the people that know me still know me and they know what I did. And there's consequences with that, with, you know, relationships and perspectives that people have in my personal life. So, I don't know, man. I guess I just, you know, I just kind of don't want to express that because Family Dollar is like the 10th job that I've had since the Subway controversy, which was the last time I really went viral. So I'm glad that I'm still able to get jobs, not be recognized, but then at the same time, it just feels like everything I did was pointless and I obviously should have never even done it in the first place because I haven't really received anything from it. I mean, I have followers, I have supporters. I can't say I haven't received anything, but compared to the level of viralness, if that's the correct way to say it, you know what I mean, I haven't received anything. Like, so, I don't know. Trying to figure out what to do for this vlog. It's raining out. I was gonna go to the mall because I did receive that donation. Shout out to KO again. He said I could go to the mall and probably get something to eat, but I'm not sure if I want to go out today. But yeah, I don't know where I'm at in my life right now. I'm not happy, but again, things could be worse, you know. I'm working and for the most part, I'm going unrecognized. So that's a good thing. Or people are recognizing me and they see me and they think nothing of me because they don't care and they just keep moving. Because I've seen that happen before too, where people just look at me and just walk right by me. So yeah, either recognize me, don't say nothing, or people are not recognizing me. Either way, that's a good thing.
there's not that many spaces for me to sit, so I don't know, I'm gonna have to find somewhere to eat. This is the Philly cheesesteak I got from the mall. It's a little cold. I didn't get no green peppers and no onions. I do have a couple things I want to talk about after coming back from the mall. I'm going to take a couple bites of this. Then after that, that should be it for the vlog. While I was at the mall, I really felt alone, obviously, because I'm by myself and there's hundreds of people in the mall. But I try to remind myself, regardless on what it looks like on the outside, you know, if I go to a public place like the mall and, you know, people are having a good time and they seem happy, it doesn't mean that they are happy or they have a good life, you know. Who knows what people are going through once they get home or internally, you know. Things are always probably going to look better on the outside than what's actually going on in the inside. So, you know, but from my perspective, you know, I know how I feel in the inside, and I feel empty, and I feel, you know, hopeless a lot of the times, and unmotivated, uninspired. But, you know, that was just kind of how I was feeling just being at the mall. Like, you know, maybe because, you know, it's a rainy day, it's kind of muggy out. That probably contributes to how I'm feeling. But, you know, overall, I just see people in relationships, people, families, things like that. And, you know, I can't not take responsibility because I cut off a lot of people and I burned a lot of bridges. And, you know, I've done things that made myself isolated. And the way that I am, you know, I got a lot of negative energy. So it's hard for me to be around people at the same time because I got bad energy. So I just want to say that first, you know, before I get into what I'm about to get into, where really I think the relationship, seeing the families and stuff, that was probably getting the best of me because I'm 30 now, and I've been chasing females since I was like elementary school, so definitely more than 20 years. The idea of being in a relationship was always a priority to me, which it shouldn't have been, but it was. So the result in where I'm at now in life, I look at women and it's kind of like, I want to be with a woman, but I know I don't need to be with a woman because a woman isn't, you know, what I want to say, and I think I've said this before, is that I'm not attracted to the nature of women. And I know that might sound weird, but I'm going to explain. Like, I'm attracted to the women physically, but naturally women seem to be, they want to feel secure. And because they want to feel secure, that means that they're going to go for the guy that is more masculine, taller, muscular, which I don't apply to that, but I understand a woman wanting to be with a taller guy, a guy that can protect them in a sense. That there's no issue with that for me, but a woman wanting to feel secure is also going to apply the financial aspect where they want a man that's stable. Clearly, I think I definitely said this before, but obviously I'm not stable at all. And I haven't been stable ever in my life. So, you know, not having a car, things of that nature, not having a good job, you know, women are going to look at that and they're going to, you know, pass me by just off that alone. And, you know, but that could be very temporary, you know. Next year, my whole life, I don't think it's going to change. But to say if it did change financially and socially, a lot of women will become available to me at that same time, and within that same moment of, you know, this year, my life being like this right now, then a year from now I could be living the life that I want as a content creator, and now all of a sudden I got options. Because of that, I just never respect women. I will always respect women as human beings, but I don't respect women as women. I don't like I don't like the nature of women, especially I think culturally too. Women think it's okay to feel like that, or it's okay to just pick the guy that is financially stable. You know, I've heard, you know, women express that they probably been taught not to marry for love, but to marry for stability. If that's what you want to do, then that's fine. I'm at a point in my life that I just don't even want to care about that. I don't want it. I don't want that to apply to me. I decided to be single, even though that's a lot easier said than done, because I'm still attracted to women, you know, not just physically, but, you know, and romantically, but like hormones wise too. Like, you know, it's hard to imagine accepting really being alone. But because I'm in a good position where I don't have any kids, I try to like remind myself, you know, there's a lot of guys that's going through problems that, you know, they got themselves into that problems within 5 minutes, you know what I mean? So because I don't have no kids, I just try to, you know, remind myself, don't, you know, just try to take every option I can when it comes to like, you know, opportunities to have sex or whatever. So, but I was just kind of expressing, you know, I hate to say it, but my anger towards women, because I just don't feel like women don't have anything to provide to most, and it doesn't apply to all women, but I do think it applies to most of them. And me being a guy that I used to be a simp, you know what I mean? And I didn't have a problem with that because I felt like my intentions was good. Like I still demand respect. I'm still masculine. Like I just want to simp off a woman just because I want to let her know that I'm willing to flex. I'm willing to be flexible to her needs and provide to her by being as nice as I can. But them days are over for me. You know, I see how transactional women are, and I can't be in a relationship today because I'm going to be transactional. And if I know that I'm paying for this relationship because she wouldn't be in this relationship if I had nothing to provide to her financially, again, my attitude changes a lot. And it just becomes an unhealthy relationship when you're in a relationship with someone you don't really respect. And if I don't respect a whole group of women because that's what they've been showing me throughout my whole life, you know, definitely the last 10 years of my life since I've been in my 20s, now that I'm 30, they're not going to really tolerate me. They're not going to, you know, because I wasn't always like this. There was a time where I did have my own room, and I was in college and I was taking the steps. I mean, there's a lot of other facts, like, you know I'm not the most confident, and there's other things that contributed to why I wasn't attracting the women that I wanted to attract. But overall, me not having a car, me working at Taco Bell, you know, my early 20s, like that was like a big part of why I know women, you know what I'm saying? Because that could either make or break whether or not if a woman even decides to give up her energy and time. So I'm just saying that because being at the mall, that's kind of just like when I'm here by myself, I kind of don't think about these things as much unless I'm on social media scrolling. I might see certain things, but like when I'm outside and I go to the mall, sometimes that's how I'm feeling. Like I'm thinking like I see these people in relationships and I'm comparing and contrasting my life to theirs, and it becomes unhealthy sometimes for me. So I'm just expressing myself. There's no real meaning for me to say this other than I've become a lot worse of a person, especially as a man. And I just don't see myself reverting back to how I used to be when I wanted to be a provider. I don't want to provide for women, and I hate to even say this, but I've been given reasons to feel like that. I've been given too many reasons to feel like that, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I've like, even if, I mean, obviously I'm trying to become financially stable, but once I do that, then what? You know, I'm trying to be happy with myself. I'm trying to find peace of mind. You know, I think it's just gonna take a lot of time, but I also don't want to be like, I don't want to be a player neither. I don't want to like have sex with multiple women because that can easily get out of control. out of my control, and there's consequences to that too. Not just having kids by multiple women, but STDs of that nature, and just the principle of it. I think maybe it's cool as a guy to just deal with multiple women, but when I think about why would I be doing that, it's because I'm alone. I feel alone and I'm empty, and that will be the motive on why I would really pursue multiple women if I had money and now I have access to all these different women. Like, I don't want to be that guy neither, and I could see myself easily becoming that guy. So that's why I kind of, while I'm still in a position where women are not even an option for me, I'm trying to get my mind in the mindset where it's like, if women do become an option because my financial status is more stable, I don't want to pick and choose. I just kind of want to have self-control and stay away from women because they don't got nothing to offer to me, and I don't have nothing to offer to them.